Well, hello everybody, welcome back to episode 47 of my Let's Play of Torment Tides of, I can never say the last word properly, Numenera, yeah, whatever. Anyway, we're about to ask him what is in the areas beyond the beyond. We already asked him about the beyond, but this is beyond the beyond. I'm a little bit too, so let go, let's see what he says. You're in it. Wow, mind blown, I'm in it. I thought I was in some kind of weird rundown bar, but okay. They call it the Sargas Procreation, or at least this portion of it. There is a Sargas cliffs and the bloom nearby. I've heard of places like Harf and Marojals. I got no clue how you say these words. Far to the east, I am most interested in exploring this Valley of the Dead Heroes. I've heard so much about a place to enter the dead. So enter. Did he mean enter or? I guess I've been into. Bound to be some very interesting relics in this place like that. In a place like that. He sighs. In truth, I am only a recent arrival to this place myself. You would do better speaking with the locals. Okay, so to answer what was in Beyond Beyond, we're in Beyond Beyond. Can you tell me about the different kinds of splatters? Brave and interpretive souls, my friend. Explorers come in all shapes and packages, but I think you will find that most people prefer to label the bravest explorers as glaives, nanos, or jacks. Where have I glaive? Oh, Star System. The Vandal glaive. That's a big where have I glaive from? I've heard that recently. Star System. Nanos or jacks. Glaives are the elite warriors of the world. Nanos are those who study the Numenera. Or Numenera, using it to perform powerful instruments. He taps a yellowish ash from his pipe. Okay, why is your pipe come out purple, green, and yellow now? What's in that thing? Jack is something of catch-all term. They're mostly pragmatic folks who know little fighting and little Numenera. Jacks of all trades, as it were. But explorers of any stripe are useful to have around, especially if you're expecting trouble. Why do they call the nymph or ninth world? Interesting question. He takes a preparatory swig from his cup. One would think it's because 8 worlds came before. Okay, so it is 9. 8 worlds come before us, but even a cursory study of the Numenera reveals far too much breadth and variation for there to have been a mere 8 prior worlds that created it all. Maybe it's the 9th world that they discovered. One might ask what qualifies as a world. We could say the first through 8th worlds are defined as the most powerful or influential civilizations of their eras, but even that fails under the most basic reasoning. Yeah, because to me a world is a planet. If you have like 20 civilizations on it, it's still the same world. If you have one civilization say on Mars, and however many we've had on Earth, Mars has still had one civilization, we've still had however many we've had on Earth. And that way you could say that's 2 worlds. If then somebody for somehow miracle could start up on Jupiter, voila, 3 worlds. And without people on it, I guess it's just a planet. Even that fails the most reason. If the previous 8 worlds were rather... Oh, sorry, one second. That was a weird joke, whatever. If the previous 8 worlds were... why keep saying were? If the previous 8 worlds we refer... Thank you, we refer to... Why keep saying were? We refer to were the greatest of the ancient. Then what qualifies this world? Where we cannot even understand the most basic theories governing at time, Uga, to be the 9th. Maybe you just... Because you're living, this is the 9th world. The truth, I'm afraid, is that we call this the 9th world simply because... that is what we have decided to call it. No more and no less. Wow. Okay, what do we call it now, world? Nope. Nope. I'd like to ask you something else. I think I finished with you now, haven't I? Again. Farewell. After you, good sir.
Alright.
Okay, who have we not spoken to? I don't remember. I believe last time I played this was actually last year. Well, actually, it was early today with the other episode, but before that episode. Have we spoken to you? Let's just say again, shouldn't if we have. Hi. Can you answer my questions? Seriously. So you have no mental powers? Huh? This woman's face seems timeless, neither an old nor young, unblemished, but somehow not perfect. Perfect. The dark and wavy hair float like a cloud to her shoulders. When she speaks, her voice is musical, almost artificial. I am Zimbad, and you are... She concentrates, fingers pressed to her temple. When her table mates start smiling, she pulls them away. I'm not actually a mind reader like these two, just a joker. Can you answer my question seriously? Oh, sugar, what's going on? I can, though. You need to answer a question for me first. Ah, fudge muffins, what? Yeah, I'm supposed to just want to come up. Tell me, are you from the area? A small hamlet, slightly isolated, but still within the broader staggered protection, somewhere near Allen Wood, perhaps? I'm from a town to the north, actually. Close enough. I actually don't know where I'm from. I was born in a falling star. Why not? Ah, what? How is that? You know the language here? You must be particularly observant. Yeah, very. I witnessed you all and heard it all. All the languages like fell something like 300 miles per hour to the ground and smashed in it. And I came up and knew them. Your voice, your inflections, your mannerisms, they speak of someone whose upbringing was based on the older version of the Sagged Cliffs dialect. This suggests an isolation, ardent or enclave of some sort. I'm looking for warriors to join the endless battle. Clan would be honoured to call you an ally. Can you tell me more about yourself? What's going on with this place? Yeah,
I'll remember that.
Added to Cold War. I am through with war. Finished. I want nothing more to do with conflict. I have served my time. My colleagues might help you, but I refuse. Don't ask again. Ah, can you tell me more about yourself? I am Zoba. I hail from the western reaches of the Clock of Kaga, near Mafaruneris. She bows her head modestly. I have had the opportunity to serve with my fellows here in a number of disturbances, though if you wish to hear more about these conflicts, you must speak with Dariam. I am their support, their backup, and if need to be, their physical offense. What's going on with this place? It is the fifth eye. It's where the physics and the psychics of Psychic Cliffs have been coming for generations. To protect ourselves from the noise of the city, life is easier when you're among friendly people, those of your kind. Of your own kind, she laughs. Though not everyone... she laughs. Ho, 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 ho. Though not everyone here is technically one of us. Some of the people you see here are manifestations of our minds. Some of them were called here by our minds. Some have come here from other dimensions even. Okay. She leans back, tapping a finger on her lips. I have a challenge for you. One of the 5 of us who owns this bar is a projection. Talk to the other veterans of the psychic wars and see if you can figure out which of us is the projection. You can ask each of us only once, so make your questioning count. Ah, sugar. What? Are you a psychic protection? I know who the psychic protection is. Can you tell me about yourself? Ah, fudge, I didn't realise I got to... crud, so I've got to find the 5 people at the bar and get the right one. I'm kind of think for her, but she says she's a physical, she has to. Okay, can you tell me about yourself again? I am Zobert. I am what you might call a blaster for our group of veterans. The one who takes care of physical business. Because yeah, if you take care of physical business, if these two are physically here and you're a projection, you would not be very good at taking care of physical business. So for that, I would say you are here. The lessees aren't here. Farewell. May the wind carry you. Oh, are you here? The man is old and strong, his face lined with years of brutal spirit. His face is aquilic. Aquilic? His nose sharp. He wears a broad brimmed hat. His voice is low and rasped. I am Phobos, he says. Tell me your story, make it a good... What? I'm telling you my story. What? I was born falling from the sky, and now I'm trying to repair the chamber that will stop a nightmare. I'm trying to awaken the construction in the reef of the fallen worlds, and I need mercenaries to help me to take over Second's Cliff. I've been tasked with recruiting a gang of psychic war veterans to help turn the tide of the endless battle. None of your business. Why not? Well. Tiny Mouth, he watches you intently as you speak, and when you finish he nods sharply. You're telling the truth, he says. A lot of people embellish, or they lie outright, try to pretend they're more than they are, so people remember them as giants. More often than not, they just end up looking ridiculous. He pats you on the shoulder. You've given me a rare treat, thanks. So what do you want? Can't help you with your chamber, but maybe there's something else. One of your veterans is psychic protection. Is it you? Oh, crud. You're one of them. Ah. Needs strong allies to fight in the endless battle. Would you be willing to join her?
I'll remember that.
Not while Demon's convinced that one of the averages still lives. No, besides, I've got other concerns, maybe later. What can you tell me about the averages, whatever? His eyes narrow and he leans in close. I don't want to talk them up. It's important to understand that they are not unbeatable. They are not immortal. They're tough hells. Yes, but they can be stopped. He leans back. That said, what are they? You heard of spirit beings or pure thought? That's what they are. Said that they're more like living hate. Like every nightmare of fear that you can't escape. A vortex of despair. And that's why we fight, because they're poison. Because of poison, what? Tell me again. Still needs your help in this battle? You said that's it, didn't you? Why not? Not while Dan was convinced that one of us still lives. Okay, fine. Can you tell me about yourself? I'm the brains of the operation, he gestures with the lazy hand around the table. Without me, they lose the thread of thoughts and spend all their time wandering in dreams. Ha! Okay, that could mean him then. If she's the physical person, and she's defending two people, if she's only a projection, she can't physically defend them. He needs the brains, he doesn't physically need to be there. So theoretically, that puts it on him so far. It's like the two, he's the projection so far. Obviously, the other three might change my mind, but for now, I would say him. The thoughts and spend all the time wandering in the dreams. We're just trying to get away from your nagging. He tips his friend a wink. It's that nagging that sharpens my word, diorama. Though I admit that my words, I was going to say words, for some reason, words, are probably getting duller every second I spend talking to you. He turns back to you. Let's call me a warrior of language. Words are my weapons and my treasures. They might be pretty sounds to you, but to me, they're the tools that pry open your imagination and leave you vulnerable to my friends here. I build pictures, set the scene, and create mazes in your mind. He takes a careful sip of his drink. Most of the last person in the world to know the lost words of Kra. He closes his eyes tightly, and when he opens them again, you see worms of light dancing in the eyes. They're gone again with next blink. That looks like projection to me. They're a weaponized memo. Meme. I thought that sticks in your head. A tune you can't get rid of. A saying that echoes in your mind until it drives you mad and melts your brain. She lays a hand on his arm. Oh, wait. She's just touched him. You don't have to talk about this, Farmer. She turns to you. Is eating away at him. He has it compartmentalized, but he says that he can feel it burning away at his mind. I feel the power in you. Can you help him? Okay, the fact she touched him. If she was a projection, she couldn't touch him, and he wouldn't. And if he's projection, she would have gone through him. So neither of them are. Fudge. I really thought it was him initially. Okay. About the adventurers again. No, I don't know. What can you tell me about the words of cure? Can you tell me about yourself again? I asked that, didn't I? His long face grows more sober, if that's possible. Those words were the ruin of an ancient civilization. I had this story from a dying Nivijin. Before I rested, the last word from its mind goes like this. The scholars of the age had found deeper truths about the world, and they stumbled across these words. They wrote the knowledge down and sealed the words away with the strongest warnings they could find, and they killed themselves so they wouldn't infect even. They wouldn't infect their kind. The problem was they didn't count on their writing sticking through the ages. Some skish-brained fool ignored the warnings on the bindings, read the words and spilled them out into the civilization that had grown up in the spot over the millennia. In that spot, 8 rulers of Quaran, 8 worlds and a continent-spanning empire fell. Its people bleeding from their eyes with hatred in their hearts. Survivors tried. The scholar who released the words burned him in stone. The words were lost again. Okay, 8 worlds. Does that mean 8 worlds died and we're the one that survived or came from it, meaning we're 9th? And before we continue with this explanation, we're going to end the episode, and so tune in next week. Like, subscribe, and good stuff. Bye everyone. Have a great day. Bye.